is, yeah. I bought about 5 from that last show.
Did you get to keep married?
A lot of this collection is gifts from friends. I don't sit there, just obsessively trying to buy all these. So a lot of them have been gifts. And then as I've kind of been an art collector, a lot of people for presents, they'll buy me a piece of art that's got a smiley in it. And that just sort of increases the scope of the collection. One of the many messages that the smiley brings, or that a smile brings, it's disarming. And that's one of the reasons I love it, as in times when there's conflict or strife, it's very disarming. Just you can ease situations just by smiling. If there's a potential argument, even if you don't speak the same language, a smile says so much. So it's a kind of international symbol of peace and disarmament, but also stupidity. So I like the disarmament and I like the stupidity. And the irony as well, because sometimes a smile could be ironic. It's like, yeah. This exhibition is as much celebrating Harvey Ball, who designed the smiley the year I was born in 1963, but also just celebrating it as an icon in pop culture, because whether it's acid house in England in the 70s, or the Japanese in the 90s, or the Americans, the hippies in the 70s, different countries and different generations adopt it for similar but different uses.
Track from the 70s, Donna Summer.
This is my first ever curation of an art exhibition. My first, the most I've ever been involved in art, apart from having friends who make it. And so for me, it's been so exciting. Just, I've been doing music for 35 years, and it's great, but sometimes, there's nothing new. There's nothing that feels like the first time, or that I'm breaking new ground. Whereas this is just to hang out with my favourite artists, to gorge myself in my favourite icon, and just to reinvigorate myself in a different part of the arts, as opposed to just DJing and making records.
So this piece is specifically made for the show, and it's based on Norm's tattoo. The logo, his version is called Bonio, which is a smiley and crossbones. So this is a sketch that I made, like a very small sketch, and I've translated it into a full 3D work. And I made it as big as I possibly could in the time constraints I had. So it's really just a celebration of that, and I kept it loose. Because I do a lot of very neat, symmetrical smileys, but this one I wanted to have an energy and to feel like more historical and maybe decaying as well.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, it's fun.